marriage, Misyar marriage, which is allowed in Islam. Misyar means tanazul an ba'd al-huquq, that a woman steps down from parts of her rights. It's allowed. Misyar is not mut'ah, where the man is trying to get married, you see, and then get divorced after 2 days, and then they put it in the contract. You see, that's not, there's a difference.
A Misyar marriage is a normal contract between a man and a woman with the approval of her guardian, with the presence of 2 male Muslim witnesses, naming the dowry. So what's the difference between it and a normal marriage? In this Misyar marriage, the woman forgives or let go some of her own rights.
Exactly is Misyar. Misyar is a marriage that takes place when a man and woman obviously agree to marry, and the woman agrees to give up some of the rights and the privileges that the Sharia makes obligatory upon the man. And that's why it's the ease marriage, the marriage of ease.
Misyar is a permanent marriage. Now, what differs Misyar from a normal marriage is someone gives up a certain right, right? Whether it's the man or the woman. So if I say right now, I am forfeiting my right to 4 wives when I marry you, that's Misyar.
If a woman says,
or if a woman
I'll
says, for example, I'm a doctor, I'm an independent woman, I don't want you to provide for me. I want to live on my own, but we're married.
Yeah,
that would also be Misyar. Or if she says, for example, I don't want kids, or I don't want smeks, I just want to be with a man that has company, I'm asexual. That would be Misyar. Foregoing a right to smeks, extra wives, money, foregoing a right to, like for example, all these kind of things, that would be Misyar. It's a marriage in which someone decides that in the contract, we don't want to have, it's basically an unconventional marriage. I don't want smeks, or I don't want to be provided for, or I don't want to live with you, right? You change, so typically marriage is supposed to be you live with together and the man provides, right? You take, and the man has a right to, multiple wives, for example. So if you take any of these rights away from the man or woman, that's Misyar. It's still a normal marriage with 2 witnesses. It still has a wali, and it's still a permanent marriage. Mut'a, on the other hand, is a temporary marriage. Like I tell a girl, I want to sleep with you for 30 minutes, and I'm going to call this a marriage. No wali, no witnesses, no sheikh. 30 minutes, I pay her $5.
Say for shaitan, lying as usual, right? Firstly, brother Misyar, it's not mentioned in the Quran. It wasn't done by the Sahaba. It wasn't allowed by the Prophet. It wasn't practiced by the Salaf. It wasn't done by the Tabi'un or the Taba Tabi'un. Mutta, however, which you're trying to compare the two together, is in the Quran in chapter 4, verse 24. And I'm not going to start going through all the evidences for temporary marriage and how Muhammad forbade it and how the Prophet didn't, etc., because I've done many videos on that. So if you want to refer to that, you can go and watch those videos regarding Mutta. However, he says that there is no wali needed in order to have a Mutta relationship. Okay. In a Mutta marriage, if a girl is a virgin, she is not allowed to enter into a marriage contract without the permission of her wali, which is the same that applies to a normal marriage. Whereas with Misyar, there is no wali. With Misyar, there's no inheritance. With Misyar, there's no sheikh. With Misyar, there's no rules and regulations. The Quran commands a husband and wife to live together and for the man to support the woman. Misyar allows the woman to say to the man, I don't want you to support me physically or financially. And she has the option of saying, I don't even want you to live with me. And is just like a fling. So don't compare the two when there is no comparison. One is a marriage, one is zina.